FOX. Today we're talking about 1998's
You've Got Mail.
The sweet sounds of AOL. Dial-Up, man. Dial-Up. For those of you that do not know, You've Got Mail is the story of two bookstore owners. One owns a chain of bookstores run by his father, Joe Fox, and the other owns an independent bookstore run previously by her mother, Kathleen Kelly. And both are rivals in real life. Is there a moth in my room, or is that just dust? They meet secretly in an over 30 chat room, and they never meet in real life, like romantically, because they're both involved with other people, and they're afraid to meet each other, and yeah, so they never actually meet, they just exchange emails, and they both love the sound of the AOL voice telling them they've got mail, because who didn't? Let's get real. I mean, I know that when I still use my AOL account, I loved hearing that because it just makes you feel good. Then the movie just kind of progresses through their relationships with each other and with their families and their businesses, and it's super, super good. We got the dream team back for this one. Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks, and Nora Ephron, all of whom just worked so, so well together, and I really just love Nora Ephron movies because she understands what it is to be an adult, and she just really was the most perfect, as I've said several times, the most perfect voice for that particular generation of adults. I am so sorry about the background noise. My cat is going crazy. She was the most perfect voice for that generation of adults to, like, speak about relationships and life, and, you know, I just love her. I wish I could have been around, like, as a 30-year-old woman to see Nora Ephron movies in that time and be like, oh, I feel it. I get it. All of the minor characters in this movie are fantastic. Now, classically, Nora Ephron is very, like, lax with her minor characters. She's very much all about the major characters and their relationship with each other. But all the minor characters are just so incredible. First we have Parker Posey, and then Greg Kinnear, and the two people who work in the bookstore with her, and the old lady who works in the bookstore with her, and Dave Chappelle. It's just like, what?
I'm sure that if I heard even
Needs, wants. Do you want me to try?
Needs or wants?
It's really all the same, isn't it? I wasn't really trying to hypnotize myself.
Family stuff, guys. You gotta love Christmas. So all the minor characters are very much just active in this film, and that's why they're so, so good. And even, like, the weird relationship that Joe has with his father and how he relates to him so much because he's, like, a perpetual bachelor, and Joe's like, yeah, me too, is just so deep. And I really just feel like she wrote more, like, meaningful male characters the older she got. I mean, I haven't really invested much time in Nora Ephron's, like, written work, but in her films, she really seems to develop, like, more care for the males, and you really just see it in You've Got Mail. I really just love all the different elements of this movie and how many different parts there are and how long it is. I know people hate it because it's so long, but I love it. Like, I just think it's phenomenal. It's just super fun. It's very well written, it's very well directed. All the costumes just make it so dated. I mean, as if the title didn't already, and just the whole premise of it. And if you look at the movie cover, or if you go on the website, which is still active, you just see how old it is, but the costumes, man, they just really take me back. But it's just the two best things in the world, Nora Ephron and New York City, and books, and just a love for books. And Kathleen is just such a strong, powerful female. I mean, not that all of Nora's females aren't, but Kathleen is just one that I just love, like, so, so much. She's just so passionate about books and her business and her life and her mom and Christmas and so many things that I care about personally. I can't think of what else I would have said on a better day when I'm not distracted and sick and I don't have a party that I have to be at in 6 minutes that's in my house. I really feel like so weird when I think about this movie and people who are, like, millennials that don't even know what AOL is and what dial-up is, like, don't get how satisfying a message You've Got Mail is, but You kids, man. You're missing out on some quality internet stuff. Ugh, AIM, man.
They had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag.